Good morning, everyone. A very dull day today, or in London, South London, North East Surrey. I was watching a programme, Ben Fogle, on I think Channel 5. So this is just for the Brits, but you just come and join me for just a memory view of what he was doing in Lincolnshire. It's a very lovely county. It's quite flat, and I was very, very taken with the landscape of it. Lots of waterways and very interesting things that other people might miss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the foreground first, and then paint down to the landscape. Now there are a lot of hedgerows and marsh grass in Lincolnshire, and that's what I was taken with. A lot of people would just say, "Oh, that's so nice," but they don't see it in terms of an artist. And I miss the point sometimes as well, but it was lovely to watch. A very enjoyable hour with people, with drivers of vehicles that want to camp wild where they're not allowed to. Well, I've got my own views. As a 25-year reign of, in a trader sense, we never ever would put ourselves in a vulnerable position. But these guys were going around with great big trucks, and they rebuilt the caravans on top of them, and really interested. They want to do rough camping. Well, I think you can in Scotland because you've got the right to roam there, but in England you haven't, and that is a pity, really. But then, if it was allowed, then a lot of yobbos, delinquents, would take advantage of it and ruin it for everybody else. Such is the climate in our country at the moment. Well, anyway, I'm going to start with this rough old brush here, a bit of linseed oil, and we'll have a very... Oh, I've got to put some white out. I need some white, because I want to make this grass a very light ochre. Very light. Did the bike ride yesterday? The weekly bike, well, it was the weekly bike. I hadn't done it for a couple of months because it's been too wet, windy, or freezing cold. But it was a break yesterday, and we had a wonderful time. But it was cold. On top of this, I'm going to put hedgerows and stuff like that. So I'll just keep that nice and light, so we're reminded of it. It's all texture, and you know what I feel about texture. No detail. This is the grass. I'll go over this, but this is just a start. And there were some dark hedges and stuff in behind all this, so I'm going to put that in. I don't know what we're going to put in there. Probably a bit of green. I've left a very slight margin on the edge of this. My daughter sent me from, I think, Amazon, four A3 mounts to display the paintings in when I do the large ones. Like this is the large one, and it just highlights it constantly. Well, you know what it's like. It finishes it off, but it's the actual size of the paper. So I've got to be very careful of that. I'll have a slight margin around the edge, but I'm not sure about that. So I'll put some grasses in here as well. just much lighter. It was so light. But to make something look dark or light, you put it against its opposite. Right, now we've got another brush, and we'll. These are all worn out brushes, my varnish brushes. Hog varnish. But they're several years old now, and they're really doing well. I love using them because you got all these spiky things. Oh, look at that. So we'll have a bit of. I'll get some Payne's grey because I want some Payne's grey and green for this. I think Payne's grey. What's Payne's grey? Payne's grey. I love Payne's grey. It's not a colour though. It's a neutral like a white that can affect all the other colours. It's lovely to use, and so here we go. So let's try a bit of that. I can put a bit of blue in. Have some more dark in there, darker green. No, I'm not going to make this a long painting. I tend to paint very quickly, but you don't have to. You can paint at your leisure. You're copying this, which you're quite free to do. And I think there was on one bit there was a bit of a entrance to this. Try a little bit of burnt sienna in there as well. Warm it up a bit. And it doesn't leave much space for a sky. As you know, it's always tempting to start at the top and work your way down. Let's put a bit of burnt sienna in, just to warm it up a little bit. And then we'll go back to that grass. So we can have that as a tree in the winter, because it is winter. Well, winter in our bit of the world. Just adds another dimension to this distance. Look, just waggle the brush and try and get a shape of the land. Right, so let's go for this one. This is not a stipple. I'm going to put the sky in there, then I'm going to have to go back over it. Right, so, well, I like grey. Let's have a grey sky. A touch of blue. So we'll have sort of a cloudy sky with some lighter clouds. It's quite a large size. This is on A3 oil paper. It's got a membrane on the back of the sheet, very thin, stops the paint going through, because this oil paper eats up the oil, believe you me. So you can carry on with your painting quite quickly. It's lovely. But there's a limit to how much it will take. But Let's just lighten that somewhere. See, I can go into that. I'm really painting the sky. I can see. I might put a bit of burnt sienna in with the white, but only a little bit because it's very powerful. The burnt sienna. Well, I've got a touch of burnt sienna in there. Look, you can see it's very strong. No, you don't want to take a great deal of time over your skies if you're painting an impression like I am. Just get it done, and then you can go back to it. Right, okay, but just a little bit of texture in that. Right, okay, that'll do. Right, now we'll go back to all this lovely, where's my brush? Oh, I'll probably use it. I'm going to use this one. So let's, let's pick up a bit of something else there. What a great way of painting grasses. Bit of ochre. You know what? I've used that for grey. Let's see if I can find another one. Yeah, this one. Right. I clean these with fairy liquid, washing up liquid. It makes a very good cleaner, and it cleans all your hands, your brushes. It's lovely, lovely stuff. I'm not sure why that. Now that's coming out grey there. I don't know, perhaps I haven't cleaned it enough. That's well, it's probably be picking up from underneath. A bit better. This is only an impression, and it's an semi-abstract. put some lighter grasses in here when we just sort of covered it. Right, okay. Clean the brush. You get all these effects because of the sparseness of the bristles, and so don't throw them away when you think they're finished, because they're not. They do other things. Right, let's go back into that dark green. Oh, that was going to be the tree, wasn't it? I'm sort of guessing this. I just have a slight memory of it. I haven't got a very good memory, especially as you get older. Something I don't like in there. I can just change the shape of it. Right, we're going to get a much lighter green now. Let's have a bit of... Sorry about the rattly brushes on my table, but as you know, I'm using a Mabeth easel with the box drawn out, the paint box itself drawn out with a sheet of, I suppose it was 3-ply, 4-ply, from an old wardrobe. Just rests on top. It's anchored, so it won't sort of tip. Otherwise, it'd have been a right old mess, wouldn't I? Now, I've got to be careful about this. I don't want to make it look deleted. I mean, yesterday, the bike ride, though, it was cold. But we had a lot of fun. Put this in. Let's get a bit of darker stuff in there, darker green. bit of lighter stuff in here. Right, okay, well, impression of Lincolnshire marsh grass. Right, so if I can get this a better colour. Well, that's more or less what I saw in parts. And the grass wasn't regular, it was up and down. It's going to be a bit difficult to do because I've done that now. I apologise to anybody from Lincolnshire who's watching this, because I'm just turning it into sort of an abstract, semi-abstract, with these dark bushes by contrast. Right, okay, well let's maybe put a little bit more of this green in. Looking to get some nice texture in. No, I don't like that bit. So just blot that out. Right. I think it's probably better. Oh no, not necessarily. I know what I'll do. I'll put a bit of that sky in here. Right, so we've got a little bit of light coming in through there. Now we just reinstate that dark colour. Right, okay. So we'll call that a touch of Lincolnshire to an English county in the Midlands. Unfortunately, there are lots of people coming in who shouldn't come in the country, and building houses over what was greenbelt land. And well, enough said, better. Right, I could do much more than that, but I'm not going to. It takes it out of the context of the actual view that I was looking at. Ben Fogle's been going for years now. I think his mum was a famous actress. I can't remember her name now, but she was in a film called Michael Caine film called Alfie many years ago. But Ben Fogle is lovely man, very sympathetic. He goes around, he's been all over the world, meeting people that live an alternative lifestyle and that sort of thing. He stays with them for a week, then goes back sometime later and see how they're doing. We always watch those sort of programmes because there's a lot of texture in them. Right, okay, I try to get that nice and light, and I can look at the screen and it is quite light. Not going to put any figures in. What I want to do is put that mount on, so if I just clip one side that would, there is it. One there, and one down here. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'll use a bit of masking tape because that will hold the mount off the painting. Okay, right, the mount. Oh, it's got a double mount. It looks like a double mount, doesn't it? Okay, well that looks okay. Oh, just clean the jaws of the clip. So I did a boo-boo there. Not yesterday, but bike riding yesterday. Not too knackered to do a painting when I've done a slow, steady pace on our bikes. The four of us yesterday. Right, okay, well there we are, folks. I hope you like that one. Thanks for watching. I'll get this uploaded now. Bye for now.